Hey, Edna Wilson here, your hometown realtor as Hometown's Apple Pie with this week's Education Corner. Today we're talking about foreclosure, short sale foreclosure. The sky is falling, everyone's getting foreclosures. Well, let's look at the facts because the facts are what keep us balanced, correct? Right now, we have 7.1 million people who actually filed for forbearance. That was back in last April, right? So this is the end of we're coming up to the end of the 18-month forbearance span. So things have to change, right? They either have to be caught up with their payments or they have to go into some type of repayment. Now, the government is making it very hard on banks to just foreclose on people. They're not allowing that. And I don't see that happening anytime soon because everybody's still kind of gun shy from the collapse of 2008, correct? So banks do not want to make that mistake again. The banks don't want your house. Honestly, they don't. So what we know is that 160,000 of those homeowners have already exited the program. Just because they were high risk, they weren't really gonna do the forbearance stuff anyhow. That's a very small percentage of the 7.1 million, right? They're just like, we're out. So out of that leaves left, just shy of 7 million people who, and most of them have already caught up. More than 50% of them have already caught up their back payments, or they're in a very strict repayment plan and actively doing that. So that brings us down to like 3.5 million that are still in forbearance, that are still working through it. And out of that, most of them have a tremendous amount of equity in their home. So they're not leaving them, they're not just abandoning their home like they did in 2008, when there just wasn't enough, equity, so they had to walk away. This time they have equity to sell. So all the predictions are from the National Board of Realtors that there is not going to be a foreclosure pandemic exit thing again. It's going to be taken care of. And we're not going to see that big foreclosure spread across the nation, which is actually very healthy for the market. We don't want that. All right, hope that explains a little bit more about foreclosures. Edna Wilson, your hometown realtor, as Hometown is Apple Pie.